Good morning, my fellow Barstow scholars. I am Connor, and I am accompanied by the best sister in Kansas, Sydney.
Hey Barstow, I hope everybody enjoyed their long weekend. I know I did.
I did, because I barely had to see you.
Ouch, that hurt my feelings, Connor. Let's just roll the intro.
Sid, I didn't miss you while I was gone.
Why do you keep bringing this up? Nobody cares. You were literally across the state.
Speaking of being across the state, cross country has a meet at Midway tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Whoa, you know who else will be at Midway? Me, and the rest of the super cool volleyball team for our first game of the season tonight. JV plays at 5:30 and varsity plays at 6:30. I better see you there, Connor.
Sadly, I will be there. Just kidding. I'm pumped. Let's go. We're definitely getting that dub.
Yes, we are. Thanks for the confidence, Connor.
Sydney, I was at the soccer game on Friday, and I think Ishan Patel is the next Messi.
I was there too, and I'd have to agree. The boys' soccer team has their first tournament tomorrow. Barstow plays Lone Jack at 7 for their first home game, and then plays Warrensburg at 5 on Thursday. The championship matches will be played on Saturday.
Did you know that the girls' tennis also has their first home game tomorrow versus St. Teresa's at 4?
Wow, looks like Barstow needs to have a lot of spirit this week. Let's make sure to support all of our teams.
Sid, I feel like we pay so much attention to the sports teams, but not enough to our theater and arts programs.
You're right. Covering theater, on September 11th, the high school will be taking a trip to the KC Rep Theater.
Since you cover theater, I'll talk about art, but not the one you guys are thinking of. Cindy made a piece about Barstow's new head of school, Art Hall. Let's roll it.
Hi Barstow, my name is Art Hall and I am the president and head of school of the Barstow School. I was in Dallas, Texas before I came to Barstow, but my journey actually started in Los Angeles, California back in 1994, shortly after I graduated from college. And I started working at a school in Southern California. I moved to Dallas in 1999, stayed there for 15 years where I met my wife, and we have 2 daughters. And like I said, Kennedy is the oldest, and then she has a younger sister named Mara, who's a junior. Then we moved to Philadelphia, PA, Wilmington, Delaware, and back to Dallas. And now here we are in Kansas City. And I can say that Kansas City is a beautiful, beautiful place to live. And I'm very excited to be here. So I'm excited to just walk around, fist bump, high five, say hello, see the littles, see the folks in the upper school and anybody in between, and just show folks that what they're seeing from me is not just something that you see on Monday or Tuesday or when it's sunny out, but you'll see it pretty much every day. And I've always envisioned a workplace in which I'm leading it, and it's a joy, or has potential to be a joyous place to work. So, like I said, what you'll see from me is exactly what I strive to give every day. I know it's hard at an independent school because, academics really are important, and people who are here are very smart and extremely talented and, tend to run a little hot because you want to make sure you're putting your best foot forward academically. But I don't want people to forget that you are still young, and I want you to at least embrace that part of yourself. I think that students would be surprised that I just have this extensive collection of Jordans. I bought 1 pair of Jordans, 1. And I put them on, and I was walking around, I think it was in the mall or someplace out, and somebody said, "Oh, nice Jordans," and I was hooked. So then 1 pair turned into 2 turned into 8, then and even my family is like, okay, can we put a timeout on the Jordans, but it's hard to do. I think my last words are, if you can, try to do something that you normally wouldn't do. I mean, if you're thinking, okay, so I play this sport or I do this activity, think about being in the play. It doesn't mean that you have to be the lead. It doesn't mean you have to be the person who is out in front singing at the top of their lungs, but maybe you're part of the tech team. Maybe you are someone who is just there to support and hand out programs. And if you are an artist, if you're somebody who kind of shies away from the court or the field, find out for yourself. What can I do that may not be the court or the field, but is deeply connected to athletics? Working at Barstow, it's the way to go. I'm here to tell you that I'd love to flow. I got Nikes on and they do rhyme, but I do it all the time. So therefore, I gotta spit a dime. I'm back at you on a Friday, and then the weekend's coming, so it'll be Monday. But my freestyle's not great, but I tell you what is, working with BTV, they're about that biz. See you later.
Wow, that freestyle was crazy. I didn't realize we had 2 rappers in our administration. Shout out DJ Brother News.
They storytell in their raps, but our friend's story, well, she just tells stories.
What's up, Barstow, and welcome to Storytime. This year our focus is being present in our community, in school spirit, with our theme of Be Here Now. Going along with our theme, on September 15th, the entire upper school will be out in KC on various different field trips. 9th grade will be going to the Nelson, 10th and 11th grade will be watching an insightful film and having a discussion afterwards. 9th, 10th, and 11th grade will all also be participating in community service projects. The seniors have their senior day at Leawood Park, full of games, bonding, fun, and some time in the great outdoors. This will be a great opportunity for the upper school to embrace our community and enjoy some fun and service learning. Oh, and seniors, don't forget that this week is the last opportunity to finish painting your parking spot. If you need paint, let Mr. Muhammad know ASAP. That's all I have for you guys this week on Storytime. Sending it back to the West Falls.
Thanks, Story. Wrapping up with some news, the Barstow Mini College Fair is tomorrow from 11:45 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. in the varsity gym.
Staying on that topic, the Rockers College Fair is this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Check Mrs. Anderson's email for the list of attending colleges and more. Also, advisories officially begin on September 18th.
Well, that's all the information we have for you today. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Connor. Have the best day of your life, Barstow.
I forgot what I was even supposed to say next.
When I was talking about, I was like, Peter Ryan, I didn't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, last night she goes, these rappers